Data gathering is often assumed to be the easy step. We'll run this test, we'll collect data, and then we'll go analyze it and make our big decisions. But I think it's an underappreciated, important step is how do you prepare the situation to be able to collect the data you really need in the way you need it to best solve that problem. In the 7 Simple Tools, they talk about check sheets. And check sheets are basically prepared data gathering forms where you can either add tick marks, maybe you circle one of several common options. Something that's very simple to fill out. Basically, there's the opportunity for longhand comments, but the core data collection is very, very simple to do. You can also use a diagram as a part of it. So if it's a piece of hardware, you have a picture or drawing of it, and then they can physically mark where the scratch is or where the dent is, and arrows to it or whatever it might be. They can draw a circle for how big the dent is. So you at least get a quick visual of gathering that type of information instead of trying to describe it. I think another key part to it, though, is that you make sure that the form is created in a logical sequence. And I see this in person in the engineering world, but I really learned it firsthand when I was doing some scouting of football games. I was watching the special teams, and everything happened so fast. If you didn't have it laid out in a sequence of how the play pulled out, how it transpired, it was hard to collect the info required. If you had to go here, there, and move it all around all the time, you're going to miss stuff. And for looking at special teams, you had few opportunities. It wasn't a repeat that you got to see a lot. But it's the same way with engineering data collection. If you have to hop around, there's a chance you're going to miss something that you should have been doing. So make sure that that sequence is logical, which means whatever process you have for collecting data, make sure and give it a trial run before the actual test is started, and then make the adjustments as need be. And the other thing I'd add on top of that is don't rely on these forms. If you're the technical person involved, the manager involved for a project, don't just fill out this, don't create a form, say, fill out the data, tell me when you're done. For the first cycle, at least, be physically available. So if they have questions on how to fill it out, or what do you really mean, or if you need to change the forms, you're there firsthand to show A, that it's important, and B, to make sure it's done the right way. Worst thing is getting to the end of the test and find out it wasn't collected the way you wanted, but because of time constraints, you got to do the best with what you have. If it's important, be right there and show that importance and get the data you need. So don't rely on them, but set them up well. You'll be amazed at how much improvement you see in your analysis and interpretation decision making when the data is exactly what you want. If you need help with data collection, data analysis, give us a call at Perry Solutions. We can help solve problems for you in the most timely manner.